Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for Fear the Walking Dead. This one's going to be doing a little bit of an explanation video because I've actually been getting a lot of questions about Fear the Walking Dead's mid-season finale being episode 7, so I want to answer a few of those kind of questions that I did get from you guys, just based off of episode 8 and just why we're not getting the episode for, some people have been asking, as well as the main topic for this video is going to be, will John find Morgan?
Which side of this are you on?
Okay guys, so it's going to be doing another video for today. This one's going to be doing a video talking about Fear the Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 7, the mid-season finale, as well as kind of sharing some stuff about Episode 8, which I know a lot of people have had questions about. So this video is for the people that have kind of been asking about Episode 8 and why we're not going to be getting the 8th episode of Fear the Walking Dead. But mainly, I want to talk about Fear the Walking Dead. Of course, after the end of Episode 6, we saw John, of course, spoiler warning, split up from June. And I want to talk about kind of where I think he's going to go and whether or not he's going to meet up with Morgan, since that seems to be kind of the main question a lot of people have, is that where is he going to go and is he going to meet up with Morgan? Is that where the storyline is going to go? Is that what we're going to see? So I have a little bit of a kind of piece of evidence here that I do want to cover of, the whole John, where he's going to go and whether or not he's going to meet up with Morgan. So, first of all, so for episode 8, so I've heard, a good few comments from some people that I figured I would kind of address in this video, is that why is episode 7 the mid-season finale? So for those people that are wondering, unfortunately, well, of course, let's start off from this. Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 started filming back in, I believe, early January of this year. And obviously they managed to film, all the way through the first half. And they actually did film Episode 8. They did. They filmed Episode 8, but they didn't get to finish it. They didn't get to finalize everything. They didn't get to finish the episode. I believe they were literally according to what Denai Garcia said, they were in the middle of filming that episode. Like, they had probably another day's worth, 2 days, 3 days, something like that, worth of, actual, video to film of the mid-season finale. So they were working on the episode. They were actually, they were filming episode 8 when they had to shut down, mid-episode. So that's really unfortunate, specifically because it's a mid-season finale, and I'm sure they probably went pretty big for it. Considering how amazing this season is, I'm going to assume this was probably a great mid-season finale. But, obviously, if you guys do not know, yes, they had to shut down, obviously, as we all know, in March, because of this whole lockdown thing, but they were not able to complete the 8th episode. So that is why we're not getting episode 8. I guarantee that if they were able to, get a few more days in filming, we would have seen episode 8, but unfortunately, they only filmed a portion of it, and then the rest, unfortunately, they had to finish only recently, only in, I believe September is when they went back to work. So, yes, Fear the Walking Dead, the second half of Season 6 is filming right now. They probably finished the mid-season finale, and they've made a big dent, I would say now, probably in the second half of the season, which, as we're all assuming, is going to be probably late spring, early summer when that releases, so that should be really good. But that is why we're not getting Episode 8, is because they had a few days left worth of filming to do, and they could not complete Episode 8, which is really unfortunate. It's like, man, just, couldn't the lockdown just kind of wait a few more days so we can kind of finish the mid-season finale of Fear, because then we would have had a full half season. We would have had a full half season, and then they would have just had to return for the other 8 episodes now. It's really unfortunate that they only had a couple days left to film Episode 8, and they had to cut it there. It's just it narrowly, it almost finished, it's just, I don't know, when you hear that, it's like, oh man, so unfortunate. So, but anyway, that's that. So that is for the people that have been wondering. That is why Episode 7 is the mid-season finale. Now, guys, we're gonna have to treat Episode 7 this weekend of Fear the Walking Dead, kind of like how we treated Season 10, Episode 15, The Tower, where we can't go into expectations like a season finale, or in this case, a mid-season finale. We can't really do that, and, that's definitely one thing as well. We don't know how good Episode 7 is going to be. It looks like it's going to be really good. I've heard some people saying it has a Texas Chainsaw Massacre type vibe to it, so, I mean, I'm all for that, so definitely, go for it, absolutely. But, I'm very, very excited to see Fear the Walking Dead this weekend, but it's not going to feel like a mid-season finale. It's going to feel a bit off. It's going to be like, this is a mid-season finale, and I would not be surprised if at this point, because they're titling Episode 7 the mid-season finale, if they just call Episode 8 a mid-season premiere, even though it was supposed to be a mid-season finale. I don't see them doing which is another kind of question I've heard some people say, is that, Dan, like, do you think that maybe they could release just like the Season 10 finale, like, they'll release Episode 8 maybe of, like, Season 6, like they'll release Episode 8 maybe in another like month or two, and then they'll release the other 8 in the summer. No, I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're just going to make it to where Episode 8 is now considered part of the second half. Like it's considered our mid-season premiere, and Episode 9 will just be considered now a normal episode. I think that's what they're going to do. It's kind of what they have to do because of just the way everything kind of went, but yeah, so that's just to fill everybody in. Now, the other one is that, will John meet up with Morgan? Now, my answer to that would be yes. I do think he's going to meet up with Morgan. However, I don't know if it's going to be right away, because there was a scene in the trailer that we saw way back in April when we actually saw the 30-second trailer with a bunch of clips, if you guys remember that one, of Fear the Walking Dead Season 6. And there are some clips that are still missing from that. Obviously, Alicia tied to the table, which we know that's going to be in this episode. But there was also a clip, which is the thumbnail of this video, where John is shooting the shotgun, and it looks like he is driving through a kind of bridge with a bunch of cones and stuff, which I may be wrong about this. I'm going to kind of take a shot in the dark and say that that could be the same location that that was in Season 4, Episode 5, Laura, where you have the bridge, you have the cones, you have all that stuff. I don't know if it's the same one, but it kind of looks similar to the same bridge that John was at in the June and John flashback backstory episode. So, I don't know if that's going to be the same bridge, if he returns to his cabin maybe in a certain episode coming up here, but is this a scene from Episode 7? It has to be, right? It kind of has to be, but we don't see John in the trailer, so I'm like, did they actually really like do like kind of like enough of Episode 8 to where they could show a clip from the mid-season finale, Episode 8, and Episode 8 is actually when that scene takes place with John shooting the shotgun, him driving on this bridge that, like I said, looks very similar to the bridge that he had nearby his cabin. So I don't know if this is going to be the same location. I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. But, yeah, very interesting. And, man, I would have never guessed that by the time we saw this clip actually in the show, that John would have had met up with June and left her willingly and gone out on his own. I would have never predicted that would have happened at this time, honestly, by seeing the trailer back in April. So that's crazy to think about as well, that all that stuff happened. Because when I saw the trailer originally in April, when I saw that clip, I was like, yeah, he's looking for June. Yeah, it's like he's looking for June after he found her, you know? I never would have guessed that one. So, anyway, that's all I got to say for this one. Should be a great mid-season finale, nevertheless. It's not really a mid-season finale, but it is our last episode this year. And then we're going to have our double season finale next weekend for The Walking Dead World Beyond, as well as Episode 8, which is also going to be releasing today on AMC+. So definitely check that out as well. World Beyond Episode 8 will be released. And, of course, Q&A video for Fear of the Walking Dead coming tomorrow, guys. So definitely stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Write your comments in the comment section below. If you guys are new here, click the subscribe button so we send many videos for Fear of the Walking Dead. Follow Dan's Walking Reviews on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for Fear of the Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Anybody out there?